Welcome back to Growing Craft. Please do subscribe to our channel before we start this video and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of our updates. Also do check our website www.growingcraft.com and let's get started. For my first layer, I have taken up a cardstock of size 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. I have scored it to the line of 4 inches from all the sides, and what I get is a 9 super awesome blocks, and on those I have done a cutting to make a flap. Now there are other options also that you can instead of making pockets, you can just cut down the extra portions like the 4 portions of the corners of this paper and you will get a 4 nice beautiful flaps. Here I wanted to add pockets, that's the reason I'm sticking these. Now once I'm done with the sticking work with my adhesive, I'm going to use my scoring tool and I'm going to just make sure that I press this really well. Now since this is drying, I can really have my pattern papers here. Now this pattern paper collection is from iCraft. The paper pack name is Bloom de Fleur, and this is one of the beautiful papers which I have used for my explosion box. So yes, I was really tempted when I saw that pattern paper, and I wanted to create something really special which is close to my heart, and this one is really close to my heart. So here I am using an adhesive to stick all my pattern papers. Now what I have done is I have already pre-cut the papers. Now if my flap size is 4 inches by 4 inches, I have just cut it like 2 to 3 centimeters smaller from all the sides. You can take the paper measurements as per your requirement, as per your explosion box size. It completely depends on what kind of boxes you are making for. Right now, if you are making and checking out the measurements of this explosion box, the outer size is going to be 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches. So I have taken up the pattern paper 2 mm at least smaller from all the 4 sides, and we are done. So on both the sides we are going to have our pattern paper, and we are going to repeat the same for the smaller layers also. Now in this explosion box I am making 3 layers. That's why I have picked up 3 different pattern papers, and I have picked up 3 black cardstocks for making my layers. If you want, you can have 1 layer explosion box also, 2 layer also, 3 layers also. Now for the second layer, I have taken up the cardstock of size 10 and 10.5 inches by 10.5 inches, and I have scored it to the margin of 3.5 inches from all the 4 sides. So once you start the scoring work, you will realize that it is super easy to make and fold your explosion boxes, and to make your flaps and to make your folds. It's super easy. Now I have taken this another pattern paper from the same paper pack. Usually whenever I'm making an explosion box, I try to use different varieties of pattern papers so that I can make them of a very colorful theme, but this theme was really beautiful, so I picked up the same paper pack for my complete project, and this turned out to be the beautiful. At the end you will see the pictures, and yes, just let me know in the comment section if you are liking this tutorial, and you can leave your feedback and let me know if you are trying this tutorial. I will be more than happy to see your work also. Now for all the suppliers, I have already mentioned the description box, the links and everything, so you can check that. And yes, if you want to give us a custom order, we will be so happy to make that for you. You can check our website Growing Craft for that. Now it's time to make our final flap and the final layer of my project, and this is again a cardstock of size 9 inches by 9 inches, and here I have scored it to the margin of 3 inches from all the sides. So what I have got is the same 9 inches like 9 blocks on the paper, and I'm just folding the excessive flaps. Like I mentioned earlier also, if you don't want to have pockets, you can cut it down. I usually prefer to have pockets so that I can add more pictures later on wherever I'm using this explosion box. Now this is again a blue color pattern paper which I picked up from the same paper pack. Now when you really see the pictures at the end of the open explosion box, you will realize that on the first layer, like my biggest layer has a blue color pattern paper, the second one has a black grayish pattern paper, then third one again has this blue color pattern paper. So when you see the box, it looks like a nice blue color and a black color combination, and it looks really great. So here I am going to stick my pattern papers. Like if you can see this tutorial, you will realize that I am sticking my pattern paper only on the flaps. I am not sticking it on the center part of my box. Why? Because there is a reason that you will see at the end of the video. So yes, you will have to stay till of the video so that you can see why I have not stick pattern paper to the center part of my box. So here my box is done. Now it's time to make the lid. So honestly, usually I do not make lid for all my boxes, but here I thought of making lids for all of my boxes. Now this is for the smaller one. So whatever the leftover pieces I had, I'm going to use that for my lid of each box. So for the bottom, the smallest explosion box, I am going to have my pattern paper, my cardstock of size 5 inches by 5 inches by 5 inches, and I am going to score it of 1 inch from all the sides. What I am going to have is the exact size of my lid at the center. For the second one, I am going to have the measurements of 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and for the bigger one, I am going to have it of 6 inches by 6 inches. Now whenever I do explosion box, I do make sure that all the sides of my explosion box lid has 1 inches ka gap, because that's one of the perfect size for your lid. Now to stick the lid and to make sure that it sticks well, I'm using my paper clips, and this is a super easy DIY way to make sure that you don't have to press it with your hands for a longer time. Just add your adhesive, stick the paper, put up your clip, and they are so ready to go. Now I'm going to repeat the same process for all the 3 boxes, but if you watch this complete process of making the lids of all the 3 boxes, you will realize that there are different ways in which you can stick your adhesive to your paper. So yes, that's not a very big thing, but yeah, it really helps. It depends on what kind of work you are doing and what comfortable technique you are using for sticking your papers. So yeah, now here we are done, and I'm just sticking my adhesive on all the corner patches. Now honestly, I would also suggest you that if you are not very good with liquid adhesives, you can always use your tacky tapes. Tacky tapes are like one of the most brilliant supplies which you can have whenever you are doing your paper crafting work. So for the lid, always make sure that you stick your center paper pattern paper, the top pattern paper first, and then stick your lid sides, because otherwise once you have stick the lid sides, then it becomes very difficult to stick the pattern paper and press it well, because pressing is really important whenever we are doing our sticking work with the paper crafting. So yeah, that's the reason you should always stick your pattern paper first and then do the sticking work of the sides. Now here, as you can see, I am first adding my adhesive, then I am just going to put each the flap inside and put up the click. Now this was the most easiest way to make the lid, and this makes your work much more easier and faster. Now for how long you need to have this clip? Just for 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, and it dries out very quickly, so it is going to be super easy and quick for you guys. So here we are done, and now I need to stick up my putties, the bands on the sides, because of course we don't want to have the plain black bands. When we have such amazing beautiful paper, we need to have some beautiful designs on the sides also. Now to make my work much more quicker and faster, here I am using my tacky tape. I have already pre-cut the border sizes of lesser than 1 inches, because my flap size, the lid side portions is 1 inch. So I have taken it a little smaller so that I can see a nice black edges on the sides of my pattern paper to give it a nice extra edgy look. And here I am going to repeat this process to all my lids. So here my lids and my bases are ready. Now it's time to decorate it. I have already done the fussy cutting work from the paper pack. These are like one of the most beautiful flowers which I have seen, and I absolutely loved it. Honestly, when I was started with the fussy cutting work, I just kept on doing it because each flower looks so beautiful, and the sentiments and the beautiful tags. They are so amazing. Now here I'm just adding a little bit of border to it. So for the border I'm sticking these on my black color cardstock. This gives a very nice thin border to my cutouts, and I'm not going to do it for the flowers. I'm just going to do this for my tag cutouts which I have picked up from the pattern paper pack. Now either you can buy the different motif sheets or you can use the pattern paper pack also. I love using my pattern paper pack for the motif cutouts because in the pattern paper pack they are of that actual size, and that gives a very nice look whenever you're using it. Even for your scrapbooking you can use the same technique. I do a lot of fussy cutting work and they look absolutely gorgeous. So honestly, whenever I get time or whenever I'm free or whenever I'm doing my binge watching, I just start doing my fussy cutting work, and it really helps me a lot. So here you can see me doing the extra cutting work of the sides, and this is how I prepare my tags. This is how I use these little cutouts for decorating my explosion boxes, for my cards, for my scrapbooks. So just imagine you are preparing a scrapbook and you don't have to like browse to different things or your different stack of pattern papers. With just one pack you do everything, just your cardstock, one pattern paper pack, a bit of embellishments and your box embellishment pack, and everything is ready. Now the fun part begins, and this is to stick and assemble everything. This is one of my favorite parts. So here I am using my glue gun. Now as you can see, I am overlapping all the flaps one on the top of another, so there was no point of adding my pattern paper to the center part. So yes, that was the reason I did not stick my pattern paper, because on the bottom side I'm having my glue gun, on the upper side I'm going to do a lot of embellishment work, so we really don't need to use our pattern papers there. Now these embellishment sizes are really good when you want to decorate it. Usually in the center I make a 3-layer paper cake, or I make a pocket, or I make a space for chocolates or goodies or something. But here, as it's in a love theme, I just thought of doing a little bit of embellishment work to decorate it. So here with the help of glue gun I am going to stick all my embellishments. I am going to use some of the wooden pieces and a lot of natural laces and paper flowers, and you are going to see how lovely this looks. So yes, I really hope that you will be enjoying this process of embellishing this project. Now like I said, here I am going to use very minimal supplies from outside, so that you can know that how you can decorate your one project with just one complete paper pack. Of course I will be using some of the raw jute shrubs which is available on our store growingcraft.com. You can check that. I'll link all the supplies down in the description box. And yes, do let me know in the comment section if you have any feedback regarding my tutorials. I will be more than happy to hear that. So with this my explosion box is done, and I really hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please do let me know in the comment section if you like this video. Do leave your feedback and I will be more than happy to read that. Thank you so much for watching guys. Take care. Bye bye.